24 years thinking I was accident prone. Turns out I was just desperate for my father's love. My dad only loved me when I was dying growing up. I was invisible to my father unless I was bleeding. When I was 7, I fell off my bike and scraped my knee raw. Suddenly, Dad was there with bandages and ice cream, telling me I was his brave little warrior. But the moment the scabs healed, I became furniture again. By age 12, I'd learned the equation. Pain equals love. Hospital visits meant father-daughter dinners. Broken bones meant bedtime stories. My medical chart read like a desperate love letter. Each injury a plea for attention that worked every single time. I remember being 14 and deliberately not wearing my helmet during skateboard practice. The concussion I got earned me 3 whole days of Dad sleeping in the chair beside my bed. At 16, I let my appendix burst instead of going to the hospital when the pain first started. Those extra hours of agony bought me 2 weeks of his undivided attention. My friends thought I was accident prone. They didn't know I was just desperately trying to exist in my father's world, even if it meant destroying myself to get there. Fast forward to last month. I'm 24 now, and I've just been diagnosed with stage 2 lymphoma. The news hit me like a freight train, but underneath the terror, a sick part of me felt relieved because I knew what this meant. For the first time in years, I'd have my dad back, and I was right. He moved into my apartment within 48 hours, took leave from his CEO position, and suddenly I was his whole world. He held my hair during chemo, memorized every medication, and told me daily how proud he was of my strength. I convinced myself this was it. Cancer would finally make him see me as more than a medical emergency. He became the father I'd always dreamed of. Morning coffee together, evening walks when I felt strong enough, actual conversations about my life, my dreams, my fears beyond just symptom management. He learned my favorite TV shows, met my friends, even helped me repaint my bedroom when I said the beige walls were depressing. For 6 months, I had everything I'd ever wanted. I almost forgot it came with a price tag of poisoning my body with chemicals and radiation. Then came my follow-up appointment 6 months later. The oncologist's words echoed like angels singing, complete remission. The cancer's gone. I turned to my dad, tears streaming, expecting to see joy mirrored in his eyes. Instead, his face went slack, like someone had unplugged him. He managed a weak smile and patted my shoulder, but I saw the truth in his eyes. He was disappointed. On the drive home, he was already on his phone, rescheduling meetings, booking flights. By dinner, he'd packed his things. You're strong now, he said, not meeting my eyes. You don't need me anymore. The words hit harder than any diagnosis ever could. That night, I sat in my empty apartment, healthier than I'd been in months, but feeling more diseased than ever. I scrolled through old photos, every single one taken in a hospital room, doctor's office, or pharmacy. Not one photo of just us, happy, healthy. That's when it clicked like a dislocated joint snapping back into place. My father didn't love me. He loved my suffering. He was addicted to being needed, to playing savior, to the drama of my pain. Without my illness, I was just another healthy adult he had no use for. The realization burned through me like the chemo, killing something toxic that had been growing inside me far longer than any cancer. I drove to his office the next morning, my clean bill of health crumpled in my fist. His secretary tried to stop me, but I burst through those mahogany doors like a woman possessed. He looked up from his computer, already defensive. I didn't give him a chance to speak. Name one birthday you celebrated with me when I wasn't recovering from something. Silence. Name one achievement you celebrated that didn't involve surviving. More silence. His face cycled through emotions like a broken slot machine. Finally, he cleared his throat. That's not fair, sweetheart. I've sacrificed everything for you. No, I corrected him. You've sacrificed everything for your hero complex. You don't love me. You love feeling important. He stood up then, his face reddening. He tried to defend himself, going on about all the business deals he'd missed and opportunities he'd sacrificed for me. I laughed, but it was bitter and broken. I laid it all out for him. How he'd missed my college graduation for a conference, skipped my promotion celebration for a business trip, but somehow managed to clear his entire schedule every time I was in an ambulance. His face went red as I told him the truth. He didn't care about me. He cared about being needed. He cared about the drama. He cared about bragging to his golf buddies about being such a devoted father to his sick daughter. I left his office with my head high and my heart shattered, but as I reached my car, my phone buzzed. A text from my estranged mother, the one who'd left when I was 3, the one Dad always painted as the villain who couldn't handle a sick child. Her message was simple. She'd heard I was in remission and had been waiting 21 years for me to be healthy enough to hear the truth about why she really left. My finger hovered over the call button because suddenly I realized there might be more to my story than just being my father's favorite patient. The truth about my childhood was about to get a second opinion, and something told me this diagnosis was going to hurt worse than any disease ever could. That's just part 1. If you're ready for the twist no one saw coming, the link's below.